organization was founded in 2005. Catherine Kelly, our executive director, had been farming on this land since 1998, just farming on her own. She and some other farmers started talking, said, hey, if we're going to grow this local food movement, we need people to help support urban farmers to get started and to improve their farm businesses. So she founded the organization. It was Kansas City Center for Urban Agriculture. In May, we changed the name to Cultivate Kansas City.
The folks here at Cultivate KC have been doing it for a while, and I think because we were one of the first to start doing it, and then to see the value of connecting different people who are both trying to learn and also have some experience, we're able to really make an impact. Just that fact that we're able to connect folks.
With our organization, we have 3 principles: food, farms, community. So we're developing farm businesses, so we're helping people start their own enterprises, basically entrepreneurial. So they're growing food, they're selling it, they're creating some income. So that's farms. Food is it's growing good food. It's healthy food. It's in areas where there wouldn't necessarily be access to other healthy food. And it's local, it's fresh, it's nutritious, and it tastes better. And then community, it really, not only does it grow food and grow these economic enterprises, urban farms, especially in neighborhoods where people aren't used to seeing them, it really builds community. People want to come out and see what's going on, what's growing here.
Gibbs Road Farm is one of our major programs so that farmers or people who are interested in farming can come out and work for a season. They can work for a day, they can work for a couple of hours and really get to see firsthand how this happens.
We do an annual meeting in January. We do some bulk orders with potatoes, with chicken manure, with garlic in the fall. We offer apprenticeship, we host apprentices from the Growing Growers program. We accept volunteers. We'll do talks.
The Growing Growers program works, it basically trains new farmers in the Kansas City area. It operates in conjunction with K-State Extension, Missouri Extension, and Lincoln Extension. And the way that it works is a person enrolls, they pay a tuition, and then the tuition covers a series of monthly workshops, as well as it pays for all of our textbooks that we get. And then we're also expected to not only just attend those monthly workshops, but also apprentice on a farm for a minimum of 5 hours a week.
An urban farm needs to know its neighbors, needs to understand, like another farm, what they're good at and what's needed at a particular market, and then figure out the whole marketing thing, how you pack up and take what people are looking for to market. Being early is always good. Sticking out in the wintertime is also good. Folks like to get vegetables in the winter. So finding out where you fit in the whole realm of things.
It takes a lot. It takes a lot of planning. It takes a lot of organization. It also takes a lot of flexibility because, for instance, today it's supposed to rain. What we originally probably had planned for today wasn't necessarily get as many seeds in the ground as possible, but that all changed since we knew that rain was going to come today.
We have our community greenhouse here that farmers have access to. They rent basically at cost in a part of the heating bill, so they can get started earlier in the season.
It's a 6,000 square foot greenhouse, and in that greenhouse there's over 20 farmers from actually all over the world who start their transplants and then take the transplants and the vegetables from those transplants to market. We have a 40-member CSA that we're very proud of. Our members not only share our food, but they come and work on the farm and work in different aspects of the farms. So it's a partnership. It's when eaters look for farms and farms look for eaters to come and share. So we share the cost of production, we share the risk of production, we share the bounty, we share the joys of the farm.
Since we've lost control of most of our food over the last few decades, it's pretty corporate controlled. Vast percentage of it, so I think people are finally starting to realize the importance of taking that back, and you know, small operations like this serve a pretty big part in that.
We also sell at 2 farmers markets during the summer. We sell at Brookside Farmers Market at 63rd and Warno in KCMO on Saturday mornings from 8 to 1, and then we sell at the Overland Park Farmers Market on Wednesdays.
This is my first year at the market because I don't like vegetables, and this year I've decided I need to expand my vegetable list, which was only broccoli and Brussels sprouts. So I came to the farmers market to have organic, locally grown food. And now I've tried all kinds of different vegetables, okra, eggplants and various varieties. And now I feel like I can actually eat vegetables.
Food coming from local farms is so important for a variety of reasons. And I think that depending on who you ask, it may be different to each person for what those reasons are. For me, food sourced locally and farmed locally is important for a variety of different reasons. One, it's supporting the local economy and supporting the local farmer.
There's several benefits of locally grown food. The nutrition is probably one of the most important. When food is shipped, it has to be harvested earlier, and so there's not as much nutrition in the food.
The closer that it is grown to you, then the less transport time and the less fossil fuels it's going to take to get to you.
In the food, it really reflects what's in the soil. So if you're growing on a farm that really takes efforts to maintain the fertility of the soil and ensure that all those micronutrients are available in the soil, then that's going to come out in the food. And so you're going to have more of those micronutrients that your body needs.
And so we define eating real as eating fresh, nutritious, whole foods. So things that are really nourishing to your body.
Urban farms help out communities because they give people a place to source local food. They also, specifically in the case of the Gibbs Road Farm, it gives people a place to come and see where food is grown and how food is grown, and so it allows people to have a greater connection to their food.
Urban farms are really important to that role. People can come and actually see food growing. We have kids come out to our farm. They've never seen beets growing in the ground. So a lot of times when I take kids on a tour, I'll just ask them about different crops. What do they think this is? And the answers are all over the place. Like, kids don't realize that there's potatoes growing underground. There'll be all these leafy things.
I can see on people's faces, I can see on kids' faces when they come out and they're able to just like spread their arms out and run free and scream and holler and just breathe. They know they're still in the city, but for a while they kind of forget where they are.
At Gibbs Road Community Farm, they have volunteer days every second and fourth Saturday.
I grew up in the city. I grew up in Mexico City, so my yard was like 3x5. I don't know anything about plants or anything regarding gardening, and I just have a house. I just bought a house with a lot of land, and I want to be able to produce vegetables for like my local church or food pantry, because I know there's a big need for that. And so I thought it was a good opportunity to come out and check out the organization and see how I could learn to garden and take that home and apply it on my land.
Urban farms can really be a key. Urban farms growing in the city, helping connect people to seeing where their food is coming from, so that, you know, these products that you buy, they aren't just come out of a box at the store or a bag at the store, that there's a real system, and there's love, and there is thought and a lot of energy going into this food that's taking care of all of us. And it just creates a community of taking care of the land as well as taking care of the people.
Again, it is this idea of the kids getting off the school bus and walking past a farm on their way home. It brings our food back into our lives rather than being rows and rows of packages at a grocery store. We start to understand our interconnectedness with our food.